Custer alongside my partner, Jim Jackson. Hey, earlier we had really two good games. Going into the day, we had 4 teams unbeaten. Now, just 2. Triplets remain unbeaten, and we still got one more unbeaten in the Ghostballers.
Well, credit the schedule makers for these matchups where teams early on that were undefeated were able to play against each other. Now, Ball Hogs took that L.
Yep.
Power figured things out. But that's the beauty about the league, is that you got to come out here and play. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to be prepared. 3-ball gives you an opportunity to always stay in the game. So I'm just excited about the rest of the slate for this afternoon.
Well, we got 4 games for you coming up here, and we've got Tristate taking on the Ghostballers. When you talk about Tristate, talk about Jay Rich.
He went to Michigan State. Is that in the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of forgot it.
Spoken like a true Buckeye.
Come on. But Jay Rich always putting in work throughout his career. No different here. In the Big 3, Jay still can get to spots on the court, elevate over the top. See him right there going to work, in particular one-on-one.
As we take a look at Tri-State's roster, of course, Jay Rich, one of the co-captains. Nate Robinson's their captain, but they are led by the doctor, Julius Irving, the head coach of Tri-State.
Look at that trip with that shirt right there. Doc told me, he said, Jim, I like your suit. I said, bro, I just pay attention and learn from the best.
Amen to that. Ghostballers, unbeaten. Tri-State at 1-1, and when you talk about the Ghostballers, it's all about Mr. Energy, Mike Taylor.
But that's all it's about, because you know this. If you play harder than your opponent, that's going to give you opportunities to put the ball in the basket. And Mike Taylor not just settling for shots defensively, he gets in your grill, but also you see the 4 assists. That means he's not just locked in and putting the ball through the basket, he's making plays for his teammates.
Ricky Davis is the captain of the Ghostballer. Mike Taylor, now 3rd leading scorer in the league, and of course they are led by the Iceman, George Gerving, another Hall of Famer as their head coach.
Now, could you have 2 smoother coaches on the sideline between Dr. J, great iconic nickname, and Iceman, iconic nickname, smooth as they come. Set NBA up, because what they did in the ABA brought that to the NBA. Totally changed the dynamics of the league.
Key rules, of course, if you're new to the Big 3. Again, first team to 50 wins it. First team to 25, we go to the half. No game clock, but there is a 14-second shot clock, so you got to get it up. And there's always the entertaining 4-point shot. Now listen, you can play Big 3 Fantasy only on the Super Draft app, and you can win a trip to the Big 3 Finals in the Bahamas. Just use the code BIG3 for an instant $30 deposit match. How about Jay Rich giving dap to the Iceman?
Come on, man.
He said, I got to give some dap to the
homage,
OG.
bro. Maybe the coldest poster ever when he's sitting on that ice block.
Ice? Yes.
The 2 basketball, man. 2 basketball. You can't get better than that.
Here's Ricky Davis. He'll bring it in. They go right to Mike Taylor. That's the man to watch here.
Yep.
Knocks down the first 2.
Come on, 25.7 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 3 for 3 from behind the arc in last week's game versus the enemies. So
here's Jay Rich. Tried to throw it up to Larry Sanders, and they say that's knocked out of bounds.
Let's go back to Mike Taylor right here. A little pick that time. Rod not able to get over the top, and Ricky Davis out of bounds.
In years past, he's always been the leading scorer of the Ghostballers.
Yeah, a little different dynamic. Mike Taylor gives you the quickness, and that time, speaking of quickness,
Tony Roden
able to get right by Chris Johnson.
4-2 our score. First team to 25, we go to the half. Here's Taylor. Ooh, look at the handles. That shot's blocked. That won't stop Mike Taylor, though. Trust me. He's going to keep coming. He will keep coming. And they call the foul. So Taylor will go to the line, shoot 1 for 2. Knocks it down. Taylor averages 22 a game. He's third in the big three in scoring. Here's Sanders working on Chris Johnson. Jay Rich knocks down another jumper. 6-4 our score now. 2-point lead for the Ballers. Jay Rich again. Jason Richardson.
Now, that's the definition of clearing the ball and then taking advantage of it offensively with a quick three.
Taylor throws it up to Johnson.
Good hands. That's right. See, that's the recognition part, too, where players got used to playing in the league, that when it's a turnover or an air ball, you don't have to clear, you can take it right back up.
Johnson fades, air ball. Jay Rich. Oh!
He should have shot it.
He should have. Tried to throw it up to Sanders. And Mike Taylor puts it in. 1-point lead for Tri-State.
That's a 4-point swing right there, because it's 2 you don't get, and then it's 2 for the other team.
Oh, Ricky Davis the steal. Richardson from the corner. He finally misses. In and out of the hands of Ricky Davis. He recovers. 5 on the shot clock. And he'll throw it inside to Johnson. 2. Fades. Got it.
It's just funny because we both thought that, that Ricky Davis was going to pull up for his patented little pull-up jump shot right there.
1-point lead for the Ballers. Sanders' shot is short. Here's Roten. To Sanders. He dunks it home. Tri-State retakes the lead. Chris Johnson. And back and forth we go. 1-point lead for the Ghostballers, trying to remain unbeaten. 12-11 our score. Tri-State Ghostballers. It's the Big Three here on Triller and Fight TV. One-point lead for the Ghostballers over Tri-State. Big D, I hope you're ready, because the Big Three announced yesterday a change to the Week 4 schedule, moving from New Orleans, and it will now be played in Dallas at the American Airlines Center. The return of the Big Three Ball Out airs live on CBS 3 p.m. next Saturday, with more action right here on Triller and Fight TV at 6 p.m. Hey, 2 years ago we were in the AAC. Power got their championship rings. Mark Cuban was sitting courtside, and that arena was packed.
17,000 plus, almost 18,000. Come on, Dallas. Show up and show out like you normally do for the Big Three. Listen, I always love going back to Dallas, where I started my career, where I kind of made my home, where I grew up as a young man. So can never not get me on a flight to get back to Big D.
Amen. I'm right there with you. As Tony Roten drives, lays it in. Again, 1-point lead for Tri-State.
Well, isn't it funny that we were both there kind of at the same time, but not knowing, you know, where our paths would lead, that now that we're working together. But you never know how things plays out, right, in life.
You're right. Absolutely. Here's Sanders. Roten now with 4. Drives. Gets tied up. Good defense by the Ghostballers.
Well, you know, and I'm going to credit Mike Taylor. Always talking about him being active. They wanted to post Jay Rich up, but because he was so active, they could not, meaning Tri-State, get the ball into Richardson to have the mismatch. Hence, now they defensively turned it over, stayed steady.
Rich, good dime to Sanders.
Let's take a look on the back end to see if Johnson gets him. Little elbow right there. His arm did get Sanders, and that's where the foul was called. It wasn't on the body. It was just a little piece of that elbow that caught Sanders right in the head area.
So Larry Sanders going to the line shooting 1 for 2. He's averaging 7 and 8 so far this season. Missed that. Here's Chris Johnson. He can shoot it now from distance.
When he came in and played, you know, not last year, I was going to say last year, his first year, that's the thing that separated
count that
him.
four, Jim.
Finally got the 4-point ball.
Jason Richardson. He's got 11. Here's Ricky Davis. Broughton lost it, got it back. Oh, Jay Rich lost it, and they're going to call the foul on the ground.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there because it was incidental contact with Jay Rich, which ultimately stopped the play. But here's Jay right there, catch, shoot, and a 4-point shot.
And did they call the technical on Mike Taylor? I think they did call the technical on Mike Taylor, who complained about that call. So Jay Rich will go to the line and shoot 1 for 2 with Tri-State up 3. Got it. Let's take another look.
Well, it's the back end of it right here, and that's all three are like, man, come on, you kidding me?
A little bit too much complaining by Mike Taylor. Biggest lead here for Tri-State 5. Oh, good rip
hands
by Ricky Davis. Earl Clark is going to check in, give Jason Richardson a blow. Jay Rich has got 11. Larry Sanders looking for it. Oh, a little too high.
Yeah.
And he saved it to Ricky Davis.
That pass got to be thrown up a little bit higher. Take some of the speed off it, put a little bit more air on it, because Sanders will be able to use his height to go up and grab it and then take advantage of it inside like this right here.
Yep. Easy money as he goes over Ricky Davis and lets him know about it. 5-point lead. First team to 25. We go to the half. Taylor tries to turn the corner. And here's a hole by Sanders.
Hopefully, all I'm going to say is wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. There it is.
He said, "You too small, bro."
He knew I hooked him up. He started laughing at the same time right there.
Here's Mike Taylor. He'll shoot the 4.
Give it to him. Oh,
short.
It's a little short right there.
Nice rip. Taylor drops it in. Nate Robinson has checked in for Tri-State. Here's Nate. Inside to Sanders, lost it, and Nate got it back somehow. Mike is always animated.
Well, let's go back and see where the animation originated from, and he's trying to say kickball.
Off of Nate is what he was trying to say. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's a lot of energy right there.
It is,
I mean, it's a lot of energy, bro. It really is. But you love the passion because it actually means something. You know, it's a lot easier to come out here and just go through the motions and you play. But no, not with Mike Taylor. Nah, bro. It is all about the bottom line of winning the game.
Tri-State now just a couple points away from the half. 5-point lead for Tri-State. First team to 25. We go to the half. Let's get right to the updated standings. Again, Ghostballers just one of two teams that's still unbeaten. Ghostballers at 2-0, but the triplets got a win earlier this afternoon. So they're 3-0, and the Ghostballers trying to keep pace, followed by Trilogy Power in the Ball Hogs. George Gervin looking at his Ghostballers team, led by Mike Taylor. He's got 8 points, and Ricky Davis has got 6. Nate Robinson. See it his first action of the night. Guarding Taylor. Taylor in the lane. Spins, got it. This bucket, and we go to the half for Tri-State. Back to Nate. He'll shoot the 4. Nate missed it. Here comes Ricky Davis off the screen. Good D. Knocked away.
Yeah, good D that time by Jason Richardson, able to pluck it away a little bit. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball on the side. Plenty of time to kind of get the shot. High quality shot for Ghostballers.
Jason Rich knocks that one out. 8 seconds now on the shot clock for the Ghostballers. Johnson again. Ricky Davis misses the 3. Clark the board. This bucket, we go to the half. He'll pull it. Got him.
Got him.
Let's go to the half. And it's Tri-State with a 5-point lead over the Ghostballers. So that's the end of the first half. The score, 25-20. We'll return to Las Vegas. Ghostballers down 5 to Tri-State right after this. Welcome back to Las Vegas, and make sure you download the exclusive Big 3 app in the App Store and Google Play Store for your exclusive content, highlights, stats, and merch. Download the Big 3 app and do it today. 25-20, that's our score at the half. Tri-State over the Ghostballers. Ghostballers trying to remain unbeaten. Brian Custer alongside Jim Jackson. You know, when you look at that first half, it was Jason Richardson who got things started early, it seemed like, here for Tri-State.
But he had to set the tone. I mean, when you're going against an undefeated team, you got to kind of put them back on their heels instead of vice versa. And Jason Rich, being the savvy veteran, understood that. So he came out, guns loaded, ready to go, knocking in shot after shot. Now, again, that forces not only his teammates to get that energy, but it forces Ghostballers to have to step up their energy as well. But they were the team that were able to take that momentum into halftime.
He leads the team in scoring at 14 a game. He's already got 13, and he's with our John Sally.
All right, Jay Rich, you got poked in the eye, but you're still leading the score.
Just going out there trying to see if I can see the rim right now. Everything seems blurry on my left eye, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this game.
All right, they look very, very intense over there. Dr. J is going against the Iceman. I don't think y'all have anything to do with it.
No, we don't, man. That's an old school battle, but hey, we're going to try to win one for our coach.
All right.
All right.
Jason Richardson, the captain, and head coach Dr. J. Tri-State trying to remain near the top of the standings, and the Ghostballers, they're trying to remain unbeaten.
Right. I mean, just a couple little tweaks for Ghostballers in this second half. You know, Mike Taylor, Ricky Davis, you know, they're going to get their points, but can, you know, Chris Johnson, who I think can be a valuable asset to get in there, and then Craig Smith starting the second half for George Gervin and the Ghostballers. Look at that defense that time. And Nate, speaking of starting the second half, Nate Washington.
Nate lost it, and Mike Taylor ties him up.
I mean, Nate Robinson starting the second half, but also Earl Clark is also in the lineup in the second half for Tri-State. You see Nate Robinson right here kind of lose his footing.
These two teams last played in week 7 of the 2019 season. Ghostballers won it easily. In fact, won it by 12. Let's see what happens here. First team to 50 wins it. Here's Jay Rich with the drive and lays it in. Good move by Jason Richardson.
Yeah, able to get right by Gadsden right there, coming right at it. But that's Jay Rich again, not settling. You know, for a jump shot, put it on the deck attack and get 2 feet in there. And Mike Taylor
got the screen.
Yeah, not able to knock it in.
Biggest lead here for Tri-State at 7 points.
Okay, play with him a little bit.
Oh, that one rolls in and out. Here's Mike Taylor from the corner. The lid on that rim. Jay Rich for 3. It'll remain with Tri-State. Here's Clark. Still off the mark. Taylor, skip pass, corner, Smith, yes.
Mike Taylor able to zip that pass right along the baseline to an open Craig Smith. A little shooting practice in the corner. Jay Rich.
Here's the follow, no.
Make the simple play. Taylor tracked the attention. Earl Clark kind of babysitting inside the lane. Leaves Craig Smith wide open.
Taylor now working on Nate for 3. Too strong. Clark brings it, but he didn't clear that. He didn't even clear that violation.
No, that was easy call.
Yeah, he didn't go behind the 3-point line.
No. You know, for both teams here, I like to see more movement, maybe some plays set up instead of the one-on-one part. I think you can end up in a one-on-one situation when the ball goes from side to side and then you go. But when you're trying to go against a set defense initially, it's going to be a lot more challenging because the gaps in the lanes are not going to be there. That's why you need, you know, the ball movement, the player movement to get those openings. Right there, that's easy defense for Tri-State.
Smith again. That's an air ball, but good follow by Gadsden.
Gadsden able to sneak in on the baseline. Not great offensive possession, but it ended up being positive 2 points for the Ghostballers.
Here's Jay Rich. Roten, yes. Good drive.
And that's an example. Ball on one side, deep penetration, help comes, you zip it out. Opposite side, now you got a chance to go and exploit the defense.
Good drop inside, Craig Smith.
Tony Roten right here. Look at that. Because of the closeout, was going to be late by Gadsden because he was helping inside. Now that weak side dribble penetration was wide open.
Richardson. Oh, from the baseline, Jay Rich.
Now you do remember he was slam dunk champ.
Oh,
okay?
he got major hops.
Just FYI. Jay Rich still able to pop up off the vert.
17 for him. Good block by Rich. And another block. Here's Clark for 3. Whoa, somebody shut the door.
No, or left the 2 open. There's a lot of wind in there. That's what that was. Rich baseline. Ooh, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee right here.
Man. There's a lot of bounce left in those legs.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, when you get older, you pick and choose when you go bounce like that.
Okay.
And you don't do it all the time.
Right.
Only when you need to.
6-point lead for Tri-State. First team to 50 wins it. And Ricky Davis misses. They go inside to Richardson. Back out. Little inside out. Here's Taylor. Knocked away by Ricky Davis. Oh.
Okay.
And sharing is caring. And Earl Clark, the recipient of that one. 8-point lead now for Tri-State. Oh, good block.
Wow.
They call a foul on Tony Roten. I thought that was a good block.
Yeah, that must have came from underneath, because let's go back to the Earl Clark basket and unselfish play by Jay Rich. Take care of his partner right there.
Taylor misses that one badly. Here's Tony. Driving on Mike. Can't count the bucket and one. I love how Roten cuffs this one, uses the body, jumps into Taylor. Watch.
Yeah, right there. But he protected the pill by putting that shoulder right into the chest of Mike Taylor. Now can he complete the three-point play?
And he does. Biggest lead for Tri-State. It's 11. 16-5 run by Tri-State. The kick out to Ricky Davis, and it's thrown away. Tri-State trying to blow this one open. Clark, too strong. Air ball. Taylor.
Oh, and got
Double
fouled.
pump.
And got
lays
fouled.
it in and one.
Yeah, and you know, Ghostballers is the reason why they're currently undefeated. They're not going anywhere. That time able to take advantage
Off of the air ball. Of course, it's Mike Taylor. The quick pass decision from Ricky Davis. Mike Taylor been on the deck a lot this afternoon, but well worth it after that play.
Hey, it's wet. Time in.
12 points for Mike Taylor.
Let him fix that first.
They're asking how many team fouls there are. Look at Doc. Doc's like, y'all stop begging. You only got 2. We only got 14 fouls. That's because, you know, once you get in that bonus, you keep the ball if you make those free throws.
That's right. That's why it's important that you understand that. See, Mike Taylor, now you give up an offensive rebound off the free throw, but that's why it's important that you know time and score in the foul situation so you can take advantage of that, because that's what you want. You want to be able to retain possession.
Look at Roten and Taylor going at good defense by Mike Taylor. Getting after it. Let's see. Here's the rip down by Taylor. Oh, that might have went off of Roten. I think that might have went off of Roten. He might be right about that.
Take a look at right on the back end of the play. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see it from the top side.
I think that first replay we got is better.
Right here.
Watch this one.
Okay, so the swipe down comes here.
Now watch his right hand coming down. Let's see, right there. See?
Yeah. Yep, so it should be Ghostballers ball. Yep. Good use of the replay right here. Shouldn't be too hard for the officials to make that correction. Yep, there it is. B, you pretty good at this, man. You know you should really do this for a living. Seriously. You know, the play-by-play thing and this thing, you should just think about this, man. You can have a long career in this.
Now, how about this? They said off that swipe, they said they think that when he swiped with the right hand, that it went through Mike Taylor's hands too. I didn't see that, but
you got your glasses on too.
I got my glasses on too. And Mike Taylor is irate. 38-29 our score. It's the Big Three. We're in Vegas on Triller and Fight TV. We're in Vegas. 38-29 is our score. Tri-State over the Ghostballers. Hey, look, ABA, NBA legends, Julius Erving, George Gervin, teammates at the 1980 NBA All-Star Game. They've been spotted together on the golf course, together here years ago, but today it's all business on the court, and they're with Spider Sally right now. Go ahead, John.
Hey, I couldn't be more happy. I'm sitting with Doc and Ice, and we just showed you guys playing golf, and I want to say, Doc, you told me to learn to play tennis, not golf.
Oh, yeah, well, tennis was in for a while, but golf is the game now, no question about it.
And I hear you're like a scratch golfer.
Well, I ain't scratch, but I love to play.
So these guys out here playing this game just so y'all can brag later?
Something like that. You know, the big thing about the Big Three, from year one, getting back with Ice, getting back with Clyde, getting back with the other guys, Rick Barry and others, you know, after we compete on the basketball court with our players, we just go have dinner, go have lunch, and just talk about the old times. And something like that is helping to keep me young.
All right. Well, let's see who wins this dinner today. All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Man, two of the best to ever do it, man. You talking about goats. Them cats there, cooler than cool, bro.
Yeah, hey, Sal's, I think were you able to play, I think on the front end of your career, I'm trying to think, you came in the league in what year? 86? Okay. You know, I had a chance to spend some time with Dr. J in the China, the China games for the NBA.
Okay.
That was my idol growing up.
I'm sure, man.
Try to get an afro like Doc back in the day, but see Mike Taylor pull up. Beautiful shot. But to spend time with Doc and learn and listen, talk about the old school, then spending time with Gerv. I mean, those were the pioneers when you're talking about guys coming over from the ABA. See Jay Rich right there, kind of changing the dynamics of what a ball player looked like in regards of what they were able to do on the individual level, skill-wise, in the NBA. Not to say that they didn't have it in the NBA, but think about David Thompson, high flyer. George Gervin with the finger roll. You're talking about Dr. J. Those guys that had that influence on the ABA that came and merged that with the NBA, took the league to another level.
I used to love when Iceman could say, if there's one thing I can do, that's finger roll. He surely could. Here's Mike Taylor. The kick out. Ricky Davis for 4. Chris Johnson, the offense. Oh, good no-look dime to Ricky Davis. And the Ghostballers are scratching back. Lead is just 6. It was double digits. Here's Nate for 3. Inside. And Sanders. And they're going to call a foul on Mike Taylor.
Yeah, they just got him too from up underneath. I know Mike doesn't like it too much, but probably just that little inch and that push with his lower body is what dislodged Larry Sanders inside, not able to get the pass that was coming to him.
Nate nearly slipped. Sanders missed the bunny. Got it back. Jay Rich, though, getting on the baseline. Sloppy play. And look at Mike Taylor, foul me! This guy is entertainment.
Wrapping in foil right there. Hey, one thing he'll do is he'll give you the effort right there. He said, now, you know, I'm on his side on this one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Larry Sanders right there pushes off. So he has an argument right there. Be careful, you get a little dizzy doing that too, man.
Oh, my goodness. Taylor's got 3 fouls here in this second half. And they're going to call a T on Ricky Davis. So 2 technicals on the Ghostballers. First half, it was Mike Taylor. Second half, Ricky Davis. Yeah. Oh. And Jay Rich can't capitalize. And he missed them both. Wow.
Okay. 40-34. See if that impacts. Again, not taking advantage, and now you turn it over.
Good steal. Johnson had it, lost it, gives it back to Ricky Davis, and he'll go to the line. Listen, the Ghostballers are unbeaten. And Doc is going to call a timeout. Try to regroup. Mike Taylor leading things for the Ghostballers. He's got 17 here, Jim.
Yeah, how about this? First player in NBA history to be drafted out of the D-League, 55th pick in 08. So he shows his wares there in the NBA. Second season with Ghost, second team in scoring back then in 2019, but up this level of play. You talked about it from the beginning, it's his energy, bro.
Yep.
I mean, if you play with or against Mike, you're going to have to match that at some point because he's going to continue to come at you.
And you know, one thing I love about Mike Taylor is that wherever, whatever city, and Ricky Davis does this too, they both have these foundations that they give food to the homeless.
Yep. I love it, man.
And that's the thing that, you know, listen, we see these guys playing on the court and they do, but no matter what city we're in here, they make sure they give back to the community. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, but that's been a part of their makeup, you know, early in their lives too. It doesn't just happen and manifest itself all of a sudden. You know what I mean? That's been something they've been accustomed to doing quietly throughout their whole career. And they'll continue to do it, even if it's not on this level platform, whatever it is, whether it's in their hometowns or wherever they may travel.
Absolutely.
You know?
Good job by Taylor and Ricky Davis.
No doubt.
4-point lead now. They got the ball. Here's Johnson for 3. Tipped out by Ricky, but Nate Robinson corrals it. Skip pass. Jay Rich for 3.
Short.
Loose. Nate got it and banks it home.
You know, Ghostballers giving up a little bit. I'm going to say a lot, but a little bit of size. But that time, Tristate able to benefit off the offensive rebound. Oh,
Taylor puts the shoulder down and goes forward and banks it home. 4-point lead.
I tell you what, this second half is a lot more physical. Now Mike Taylor is saying that Nate was too small, rocking the baby to sleep right here. Nate kind of bailed out of the way of the contact a little bit. Maybe if he stood his ground, he could have gotten it all the way.
Jay Rich with the rock, up 4. First team to 50 wins it. You got to win by 2.
Got him.
Sanders. Oh, missed it from point blank.
Yeah, that was a great pick and roll slide inside to Sanders. Not able to take advantage of the 2-footer. Now Davis.
That one rims off. Here's Nate for 3. Good fake. Drives, hangs, blocked. Mike Taylor, block party.
Look at that. Look what he said. Too small once again. And here's Nate to the basket. I thought he was going to use his left hand that time. Pull up.
Rich lost it. Taylor gathers. Taylor. Away. And Sanders and Taylor. They're going to talk to each other a little bit. Here we go.
And you know what? And to Mike Taylor's defense,
because he's in the air.
Because he's in the air. And Larry Sanders has to be smarter than that.
Yep. And they're still talking.
Like right here, you can't do that because now he's defenseless, and how he lands doesn't seem like a lot, but when you get airborne and you get pushed, you can't control how you land. Whether that's on somebody's foot, down, you land, you try to brace yourself, whatever it may be. And that's the contention right here with that foul.
Good point. 4-point lead for Tri-State, and could this be the turning point of this game? That foul. They're calling it a flagrant 1. They're going to look at it to see if it's a flagrant 2. And look at Sanders. He's trying to go after Taylor again. They got to pull him back. Let me tell you something. You can see it's for real here, man. It's grown man's league here.
No, it is, but the officials have to find a level of control as well, because you want the intensity, you want guys to battle, but you don't want it to break out to a fight.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, because it's still a game.
Look at Taylor. Look at Mike Taylor. Look at Mike Taylor. And you can see they're trying to calm down Sanders. So again, they'll review and see if this is a flagrant 2.
F1 on the floor. That's the call. We're going to look if there's any more on the upgrade. Yes. Flagrant 2 is free throws the ball and an ejection.
So a flagrant, here's the foul that started it all. Right now it's a flagrant 1. That's the call on the floor. So the Ghostballers are going to they're going to go to the line, and they will get the basketball as well.
Right.
If it's a flagrant 2, it's the same thing, except Sanders will be ejected.
Right. And that's what, now, George Gervin is lobbying for the ejection post the foul. The activity that happened between the two benches while the officials were reviewing it is what George Gervin was talking about, the ejection part, because the aggression extended beyond the play on the court.
Here's another look.
And again, the player is airborne. Easy call from a flagrant perspective, because the player that is airborne is unable to protect themselves or brace themselves on the landing right here. And I'm all for hard fouls, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But not to the point where it could really harm someone because they don't have control of their body.
And that's and then this is, as you talk about, the extra stuff where he kept going after Taylor.
Excellent job by security.
And I think the big thing for Sanders, especially with the size, you could have just easily just went for the ball.
Well, just fouled him hard.
Yeah.
Well, could have fouled him real hard.
Yeah. Went for the ball.
Real
You
easy.
didn't have to push him.
Nah.
You just went for the ball.
No, he could have went up, slapped down, not let him get it up. I mean, plethora of different things he could have done without really putting Mike Taylor in a really uncompromising situation.
And John Sally over. Hey, John.
John, what you got
John,
for us?
I mean, tell you,
I'm in the middle of crazy.
But hey, John, you always been in the middle of crazy.
I know,
What do you mean?
I love it. I wanted to see what it still felt like.
Hey, now, John, you got to agree now, the hard foul was there, but when a player gets in the air, now you played back in the day in the 80s when that was
no blood, no foul.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Now, you've had a lot of those, too.
Yeah.
Now, but how much have you had to change your mindset from back then when you played to now you really can't commit a foul like that?
You really can't. Let me tell you, when I went back and was on the Lakers, I did something just to get Scottie Pippen riled up. And one of the first things Phil said when we got in the locker room was, we don't play ball like that anymore. I was like, yes, sir. You gotta respect it.
Yep.
But I think Taylor's just doing what he can to get under his skin and make him think about anything else but playing basketball.
So we got a ruling here.
Yeah.
They're going to call the foul, obviously, on Sanders, flagrant 2. So Larry Sanders has been ejected, okay, for that. But they've called another technical on Mike Taylor that's instigating. So he's ejected as well. So because he was the one that was fouled, George Gervin can pick whomever he wants from his team to go shoot the free throws.
So, but I'm trying to understand how Mike gets ejected. I understand he instigated stuff. Give him a tap.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It was his second. Remember, he got a first.
That's right. He got the first one.
In the first half.
In the first half. That's right.
First half.
And see, now that's where he has to be smarter. So he's thinking that he's on the sideline, you know, kind of continue to inflame the situation, but not directly at Larry Sanders.
And you can see security had to run after Larry Sanders. Why? Because Larry Sanders made a beeline for the back hall because he knew Mike Taylor was going back there.
Well, and also that beeline, if he takes that hard right, leads him to where Mike Taylor is going to be at.
Exactly. Man. This has been something. So the Iceman has chosen Ricky Davis to shoot the free throw. He's going to shoot 1 for 2. They will retain the basketball as well. Down 4. This could be a big possession here for the Ghostballers.
Well, in your opinion, both ejections, which team benefits, which team it gets hurt the most by it, in your opinion?
Well, Mike Taylor has certainly been something for them.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
I agree with you from that perspective. I say Mike Taylor not being in the game because of his energy, the ability to score the ball is probably a bigger hit, you know, for Ghostballers than it is with Tri-State losing Larry Sanders.
You know, this could be a 2-point game right now with the opportunity to tie it up for the Ghostballers. And that's Mike Taylor.
No, Mike ain't going out like that, brother. Hey, get it how you live it. You know, that's been Mike the whole time, though.
You're right.
So why did we expect anything different with an ejection? You think you think he's really gonna walk off the court with, you know, his head in between his legs or the towel over his head? Nah, that's not gonna happen.
So now Nate Robinson will get to shoot only because of the Mike Taylor ejection. Man. And he misses.
Neither team taking advantage of being at the free throw line.
Boy. Crucial.
Yeah. Tri-State with a chance to extend the lead.
Yeah. Now the Ghostballers get to rock again. Here's Craig Smith. Spins, double teamed. Powers it up though.
See, you miss. Tri-State, Ghostballers make. Hits 2-point game.
Oh,
hits.
Here's the dunk.
Tie.
We got a tie game at 42. First team to 50 wins it. Ghostballers trying to remain unbeaten on a 13-4 run. Inside and thrown away.
Nate got to take care of the pill a lot better. That's the duty of a point guard, to make great decisions with the basketball right now in 2 possessions. Nate hasn't given his team an opportunity to at least get looks at the rim.
Davis fouled by Roten. So Ricky Davis, he's got 10 points, back at the line. Missed. Johnson. Oh, another miss. Richardson. Clark. Big
basket.
3.
Big basket, B. Tri-State needed that basket. I don't care if it was a 2 or a 3 right there. They needed to see the ball go through. Who?
Here's Davis now. Smith driving. Left hand. Short. They can put it back up and in. And he does. Point game. Could be coming for Tri-State.
Okay.
You hear him there. Tri-State says no fouls. Got to win by 2. Here's Ricky Davis.
So you only have one creator right here if you're Ghostballers, and that's Ricky Davis on the court. Hence, if Mike
Jay
Taylor
Rich
was here.
can win it for the win. Jay Rich called game. Ghostballers unbeaten no more, as Tri-State goes on an 8-0 run to close it out and get the victory, 50-42. And you said it, that Mike Taylor ejection, probably the biggest turning point of this game.
Well, at the end of the game, you need playmakers. You need guys that can break down the defense. Look at the lineup. See Jay Rich able to knock it in for Ghostballers. It's Ricky Davis,